Hi, boys and girls. Okay, welcome back. My Georgia O'Keeffe painting. Yes, I did use some watercolors, but if you don't have them, you don't have to. You saw how much of this purple and blue I got just from using regular markers and a regular paintbrush with just plain water. So, now my painting has dried. It's time to put our finishing touches on. If you can see on mine, the original marker lines have actually spread out so much, I don't see them super duper well. I still want to go back and see them, but like I said before, I don't want there to be big black outlines. Also, this one that I drew does happen to have just a little bit of background here and here. So I want to make sure that my background is colored. Remember, Georgia O'Keeffe did not leave any part of her painting just unfinished. There might have been white, but she painted it that way. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to my crayons and I'm gonna choose a very different color to color my background. And I'm gonna do this really pretty quickly. I like this yellowy orange. I'm just gonna go in the corner like that. Can you all see that? And it looks really nice next to my purple. It makes it pop a lot. And I'm just gonna give it a real quick scribble and a color just to fill it in. Now, if you really want to, you could go back in a second time with paint or with water and re-wet it, but it will need to dry a second time. So I don't want mine to dry a second time. I'm just gonna go in with brown, and that's fine. You can go back in with whatever you have. Now, I do want to go back in, especially to my center, and I'm going to get my markers back out so that I can outline. But like I said, we don't want strong black outlines like some of our projects because Georgia O'Keeffe's flowers didn't have strong black outline. So there's my background. Now I'm going to take those same colors I started with. I'm actually going to use this purple. I'm not sure what we use. I think we did use this purple. I'm just going to go and I'm going to retrace what got really washed out. So can you see the difference? It just kind of makes it pop again. So those original lines, remember this original line? Sort of made it look like our flower was curling over. Some of them are still really pretty strong, so I don't need to go back over those or outline those. But where they really got washed away by my water, I can just go back in, redraw over them really lightly if I want, whatever your picture needs. Just remember, try to keep it in the spirit of Georgia O'Keeffe. And last but not least, I'm going to show you one finishing touch that I think really makes this. So I'm going to take that original color, that original marker, and right from the center here, I'm going to take it and I'm just kind of going to, in the direction that the flower goes, kind of make a lot of these little lines, almost like shading. Because as the flower grows into the middle, there would be less light down there. It would kind of get deeper, or at least our eyes would perceive it that way. So I want this deeper purple to kind of come out from that original center shape that we drew, the very first thing we did. Now, like I said, if you wanted to do a second round and even soften this up a little bit with water, you could. You could even give it a spritz with a spray bottle of just water, if you have one. But you know what? I like mine the way it is, and I really don't want it to get wet again. I have one final thing to do, and that is to sign or write my name. And there we have it, our finished Georgia O'Keeffe art. I hope you had a great time making this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed learning about Georgia O'Keeffe. Happy creating, have fun. Till next time, bye.